Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hey. Um, have we started yet, or?
Yes, we are. We just started going live. I'm
Oh,
currently
okay.
looking and making sure everything is actually working. Let's
All right
see.
then.
Facebook. Let's see. Facebook is good.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, let me
Uh,
turn off my sound real quick.
okay.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, look at that. We already got quite a few people watching.
I
Quite a few
know.
people talking in the chat. Yeah.
Can you guys hear Mike, the other person here?
Yeah, like if like I'm talking now, can you hear me speak, or can you only hear Cyan?
I didn't get a chance to test anyone else's audio, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of
Yeah,
a gamble.
they say.
Okay, yep. Sweet. We'll get started here in a second. I am just want to check a few things real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
need
feel
to.
free to take your time.
Yeah.
I'll just be here kind of talking a bit, working on some projects on my own time. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
What kind of projects?
well, there's it's NDA, but
All right.
one of the games, uh, yeah, it's something I've been working on for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's for a company, right?
yeah.
Sweet. I haven't had to deal with NDAs yet. How's that been?
Oh, NDAs are fun. It's
You can't talk about anything.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird because you're working on something and you can't mention a single thing that you're working on. The only thing
Yeah.
that you can mention is that you are doing something and that you can't talk about it.
Yeah,
That's
it's so secretive. It's so fascinating. I'm
yeah,
doing
that's how
something. I
the
promise.
yeah, that's how the video game industry is though. What's
Yeah.
even worse is if you're it completely kills like your social media presence if you're used to doing things
Yeah.
like yeah.
I've noticed that. I don't work on games, but the things that I work on at my job are all privatized.
Yeah.
So there's no social media presence at all. Yes, Death Chamber. I just have a random Sonic playlist in the background right now. Hopefully, it will keep going forever and not stop.
Yeah. Like it's kind of funny. I actually have to not. I have to mute the stream itself so that it doesn't end up playing twice on my
Yep, that's how I do
in
it
my
too.
ear. Yeah. So that means everybody else gets to hear the music but us.
Well, I get to hear it because
Yeah, you get to hear it. I don't get to hear
I'm the host, but you
it.
get
Yeah.
silence. Uh, so have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Would you mind keeping an eye on the chats while I'm doing stuff while you can?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Sweet. Sonic 2 HD is like Mega Man X Corrupted. Both is a fan game and is live for many years now. I don't know anything about Mega Man X Corrupted. In fact, I don't know anything about Mega Man in general. The only Mega Man game I've
I
ever
will.
played is the first one, and I got to maybe the second level before I gave up.
Yeah, I'm a huge Mega Man X fan, so I know exactly what they're talking about. Mega Man X Corrupted is, I think it's by JKB Games, and it's a NES styled Mega Man X game that it used to be made in Flash, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, it used to be made in Flash, and they recently had made the switch to like some sort of other some sort of other coding engine, like I think it's like HTML5 based, but I'm not
Interesting.
100% sure. But yeah, the game is like, it looks like a ton of fun. I cannot wait to see more of it.
So is it like a remake of the game, or is it its own thing? Ah, see, there's a spammer.
Yeah. Sorry, Jimmy Naka. Can't. We don't even. I don't. The Gummy Bear song, really? All right.
Come on.
Come on now.
Would you ever be interested in any help with sound design, or do you already have it covered? Possibly. We have a musician, but we were kicking around the idea of having some sound effects and ambient noise, but we really haven't gone any further than just talking about it. But we'll definitely put like a recruitment request if we ever decide to go down that rabbit hole. But,
Yeah.
but you can always
I guess
email
at this
us.
point.
s2hd@gmail.com, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get this. You may be wondering what the heck are we doing here today, even though the title says it. Well, we are going to be finally, hopefully, during this stream, we'll be finishing something that's been in the works for quite a while now, which is the Aquatic Ruin boss. There's 2 animations left. There is the turn and the secret defeat. And I will be attempting to vector both of those today. So this is the rough that Mike did right now, and then I will go ahead and pull up Illustrator and go ahead and begin. I think this is going to be sort of a long one, and I am.
It might.
Yeah, this is looking pretty beefy. Hopefully
Well, I mean,
not
it ain't gonna
17
be
hours
no-
beefy.
Yeah, 17 hours is kind of the record.
We'll see. I don't think I can beat it, but you know, things happen. Also, if anyone has any tips on how to use Illustrator, go ahead and tell me, because I am the least familiar with this program. You'll kind of see me using it like a caveman, pretty much. Very like amateur-esque, but I can get it done. I've done it before, and I can do it again.
I know a little bit with Illustrator, but not nearly to the degree that that Coral knows it. So,
Yeah.
So
I
we're
know
gonna
how
be
to-
here for 20 hours.
Yeah, pretty much. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Let's see what we got.
All right, cool.
Now, if you're wondering why the actual Egomatic isn't in this scene, it's because that turn is already done. All we need to do is vectorize the hammer and the little rocket part.
So it actually looks like your window crops the yeah. So we can't even. So we actually can't see. We can see enough. Like we see the illustration and the drawings and a little bit of the layers, but
I
not
wonder
like
if I
the
can
whole
change that
thing.
live.
Yeah.
Aha!
Who dares dislike this? Probably the person that I had muted.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm sorry. It's just
All right,
you know-
there we go. I think that. Can you see most of Illustrator now? I don't know if that updates live or not. I just was messing around in OBS.
yeah.
All right. Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, that is true. There usually is a little logo that we keep in the corner that we're missing.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm off-brand. Sorry. This is a discount.
It's cool.
Discount
Well, it's been-
S2HD stream. I think I had that at some. I don't remember what happened to it. I probably add it, but who cares? Oh, alright. What do we got here? Is this locked? Oh, I see. Okay, so this one kind of goes away. Interesting. How long ago did you do this animation?
Oh, this was done easily years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually when it comes to zones, the boss animations are some of the first that I do because the Agomatic is like something that carries over between all the zones. So it's not anything that's like unique or special to like that specific zone, except for like the add-on parts, like um, like how kind of like how Mystic Caves has like the drills. So the turning for the egg mobile already exists. It's just all I would have to do is turn the add-on parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it just makes things go easy. Like if I like to be perfectly honest, if I wanted to, um, I mean I could just as easily make turn animations for all of the bosses, but I mean
I mean,
I guess Casino Night Zone would probably be the toughest one because that that boss has like a bunch of like neon stuff around it.
that one's really
I
unique.
just now thought about that. Yeah.
Do the
And it also has like a
I
claw
guess-
too.
I guess the Mystic Cave one just has like drills, but it's just like the regular
Yeah.
base. Coral is gonna send me something. I guess he has a different file. You're using the normal base file. Don't know what that means, but I guess I'll wait and see what you send me.
Using the normal base files. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna send you like the egg mobile turn, because that
Oh.
should technically already be vectored, and then that way you'd only have to worry about the hammer and the booster.
Oh, wait a minute. So, is this booster already like turned in another animation?
No, it didn't turn another animation, but like the egg mobile itself already has its turning animation finished.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I would just pop that in here once I finish the hammer.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's pretty.
Reorganize the laser layers so it's easier to animate. Oh, okay. That would be nice, I think.
In all honesty, it's actually pretty crazy that we're animating or using Illustrator for animation. Like of all
I
of
know.
the Adobe software to use for animation.
I mean, it kind of makes me sad because I don't actually like using Illustrator a whole lot. But yeah, when I tell people I've animated in Illustrator, they're just like, "What? What do you mean?"
I know, right?
I did frame by frame in Illustrator. They're like, how?
I feel like this is the only game project that I've worked on where animating in Illustrator is a thing, and it's kind of funny because when you think about it, like all it needs is just a few tweaks to the program itself, and it would actually be far easier to do. It's just
Yes.
when you make your animations, you're kind of going in blind. Like you have no idea how the animation is going to turn out until after it's done.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about it. The other thing is like maybe it's just me not using it enough. But the
Yeah.
tools.
Oh wait, 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right
Alright.
back. All right.
The tools, in my opinion, are cumbersome to work with the little experience I have with this program. I want to see what is. Is auto select on? Yeah, I think having the files or the layers be organized would be really nice if you could get that to me. Okay, what do we got? I'm gonna go and open up this file, so hold on everybody. Transition that. Bit of a slow start. The question of, are we adding Hidden Palace? We've talked about ways to implement that, but we're thinking about it. That's all I'll say. Thought has been put towards that, but that's about it.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back. I am
trying
to open this other file and see what's up.
Oh, okay. The file that Coral sent you?
Yep. Let's see.
Alright.
Man, this playlist, it just goes all over the place. Now we're listening to like Sonic 2 8-bit, I think, or Triple Trouble, one of the two, or Chaos, Sonic Chaos. That's the one.
Oh wait, you were listening to Sonic Chaos?
Yeah, it just switched from like this really orchestral scene from like Sonic Forces or something to Sonic Chaos chiptunes.
Hey, Sonic music gets around. It's
I was just like, oh god, okay, we're here now. Okay, what do we got?
You know, speaking on music, especially with the 8-bit Sonic 2 soundtrack, I would absolutely love it if we could include that into Sonic 2 HD in some way.
Oh yeah, that's the one with Green Hills Zone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the one with Green Hills, aka Toot Toot Sonic Warrior.
Yes. Oh man, a Sonic 2 HD remix of that, I would love.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Alright. I'll go back to sharing my screen. Alright. What have we got here? Don't need that. Eggy. I love the name. That's probably fine. Okay, so these are all different layers.
Oh dang, look at that. Stefan and I'm just gonna say EPH Moo. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, they're in the chat now.
Who, what now?
Definitely want to do an arrangement of the unused songs. Oh yeah, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can.
Delete all of you. Oh, can I not? There we go. Okay. Sorry everyone, just doing some setup here. Did not think that I... Okay, we got the hammer. I guess I don't need the pulley. That's kind of... I was surprised to find that. That was weird.
Oh, it's pronounced F. Okay. Sorry, I just realized. Okay, so it's pronounced F. Okay.
The name?
Yeah, so EPH is pronounced F. I just I know PH is pronounced F. I just never seen it with the E in front. So, all right, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting us off topic.
Let's see what happens when I insert all... Wait, actually, I could just... Dear God. Yeah, don't care. Alright.
Okay. I wish I had permission to add wrenches to people's names, because there's some team members in the chat that they don't have a wrench by their name.
Yeah, I don't know. Who has that ability?
The person who has access to the channel, they can create they can make other people admins, but not admins making other admins. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I can add them. Okay, cool. F needs it. Since he's making music for the game and he's in chat, so he should have control in the chat.
Let's see here. I don't know which one of these is lined up. Oh, I see.
Ouch.
Ouch.
It should be the furthest one. Oh yeah, I'm fine. That's just I'm looking at this wireframe, this mess of wire lines and stuff. Jeez.
I had to move over that. Okay. Okay.
I think you got it.
What do we got here? Yep. What is this? It's just a guide. Okay. I didn't know guides had their own layers. Interesting.
Yep. I'm getting another phone call. I'll be right back. Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. Now time to get started. For realsies. Oh, okay. Yes, that is a lot better. No. Yes. Interesting. So this is all one shape, huh? I can work with that, I guess. Well, it's in the guide, that doesn't matter. I'll just start moving pieces and see what happens. Ah, yes. You need to be locked. Organize the layers, remove as many shapes as you can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. It's been nothing but business calls all day.
Life of a
freelance artist. Actually, no. It's because
you're over here.
I've been doing a lot of work with doing like guest speaking for schools, and that was essentially the Board of Education and things like that. Because I'm for those that don't know, I'm teaching about video game history. And they're like, video games as a a subject in school. Oh,
What?
well, I've never heard of such a. Just never. They're used to. I mean, it's an elective. It's not like it's a mandatory course or anything. But
to get your
just-
GPA, you have to pass video game history.
I mean, it's
One day.
it's interesting because I spend more time trying to convince like teachers and other educators the importance that video games had in our society. I mean,
Yeah.
people don't just play video games and then that's it. It's like it's the evolution of our technology and the way we use electronics. Like it's such an important part of our history, and more importantly, they want more kids and stuff to be into computer science. And I'm like, there's no better, like, working on video games is in fact computer science. If you're, you got to be computer savvy to work with video anything. So
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out how to skew in Illustrator. I'm assuming there's like a free transform tool somewhere.
yeah, if you do, like, you can also go under
Jesus.
edit and yeah. Well, here's a tip. Pretend you're in Photoshop. And
it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out.
It doesn't work.
No. Okay. Oh God.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with this.
I know. This might be 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, so he's trying to skew the Eggman sign into the hexagon shape. Oh, somebody just entered chat? Or not chat, voice. Oh, hey. It's Coral.
Hello.
I'm just here for a minute. What are you trying to do?
Trying to skew this logo.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do that in Illustrator, bro.
You
Come
can't
on.
skew?
Well, actually, you might be able to. I've
Yeah,
never
you
done
can skew.
it. You can? What the hell? All right, and then I am the one who is.
Like, wait a minute. You know what? It's funny because we live in an internet age. I'm going to use Google, and let's see, skew in Illustrator because I'm pretty certain you can skew. You can skew text.
Let's see. Oh, come on.
Wait a minute. Let me.
I am right that you can't skew shapes because I have never skewed shapes in Illustrator. Okay. So I need to make sure here that I'm supposed to be the Illustrator master here, and I can't
protect your integrity.
You can skew text, but not shapes. What? Wait a minute.
Okay, hold on.
There are a lot of things you can do with text. Those things are after CS6, and I still use CS6. But you can do like a lot of stuff with text, and you just can't do those things with shapes.
But you can skew in other programs.
Like, there are a lot of features that Illustrator just missing.
Whatever.
Adobe Y.
Hold on. Go back to the transform thing, because I think there actually might have been a skew option in there.
This,
Oh, wait a minute. We're using the wrong terminology. You can't skew, but you can shear.
Is that?
That's the same thing. Whatever.
I mean,
all right. Look. See. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Try that.
Oh. Okay.
That looks very wrong. That does not look right at all. I do not know what's going on. That looks very wrong.
Jesus. Oh, God. This is terrible.
oh yeah, we're gonna have fun today.
This is terrible. What is happening?
Hold on, actually, I think there might be a skew tool. Now that I think about it. Let me see.
They say
Oh, it's a shear tool.
Yeah.
Let me see how this works. Hold on.
It's
If
called
you
the
go,
what now?
well,
You have to go to Object.
let me see if some, because they're actually no. There's actually like the dedicated tool for this that I have recently discovered because I was like, wait a minute, I know where those tools are.
Okay.
All right, hold
Welcome
on.
to Tool.
I wanna check.
It should be under Object Transform.
Object.
No. It's the tool. It's on the left side.
Oh.
But I need to check and make sure that it works the way. Oh yeah, it works. All right. I mean, it's weird, but where are all your tools?
I just opened up the rest of them. I'm looking for, what is it called?
It's called the Shear Tool. What the heck is going on here? What is this?
Oh man, your illustrator
All
is
your
different
tools are
from his
missing.
illustrator. One of these tools is not like the other.
There really isn't. Can they be in alphabetical order? Can I search for a tool? Come on, guy. Come on.
Actually,
Adobe.
you can. Go up to the search bar in the top right, and then just type it in, and it should pop up.
Are you sure? Because that just takes me to the internet.
Really?
Yep. All Adobe programs do that. Where if you search, they just search it through like your internet browser. Shear. I know.
All right, look. I'll tell you where it
this
is. Go to the extra tools thing. I don't know why it looks this way, and you don't just have them in the thing. But go to your tools thing. All right, scroll up.
All right.
Hold on.
What section is it in?
It's in the what was it? It's in the section with like the rotate tool and it's and the scale tool, the reshape tool. Like it's around those ones.
Oh, this is fun. I'm just.
We're gonna be here a while.
See, I would have just manually moved it around probably.
I am about to do that if I can't figure this out.
Oh, modify. There it is.
What?
There it is, right there. It's under the modify section. It is grayed out for some reason.
Wait, if it's grayed out, does that mean
it's
you
on the bottom?
can't use it?
No, you scroll past it.
Ah.
You scroll past it. Go, scroll down.
Oh, I see it. Why is it grayed out? What? Okay.
I don't know why is it grayed out.
I know what it looks like. All right, it doesn't have a hotkey. Perfect. Is it hidden?
Your Illustrator is weird.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Why are things grayed out?
Aha! Okay. All right, now how does this work? Oh, sweet. Perfect.
Okay.
You
Back on
click, like,
track.
I think you hold down Alt and click, and then it moves like it moves the shear point, I guess, is what they would call it or something.
The shear point.
The vertice?
Yeah, the little vertice thing that it like, because it does the shear around a point.
Yeah.
So you hold Alt and click and you can move the point. By default, it's just in the middle of the object.
Well, I might just get the general shape and then edit the rest.
Yeah.
All right,
That'll
that'll work.
that'll make sense.
That'll work.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, so what were we saying about Illustrator again? And how
I love
this
it.
is the only video game project that, I mean,
I think they only, because like I've seen Illustrator used in animation, but not like to animate.
right.
Like they always, like they usually use to set things up and then they like export it to something else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like we
That's
can't
how I
really
use
do
it.
that because we have really complicated shading on everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
After Effects doesn't like gradients, and that hurts.
Well, what about Animate? Have we tried anything with Animate?
No.
'Cause I know
think that would be
Illustrator-
even worse.
Yeah. Animate doesn't even have like 90% of the shading features that Illustrator has.
Yeah, but they're both
After
vector
Effects.
tools.
Yeah, but it like
Exactly.
Illustrator has more tools.
Yeah.
Even like like After Effects has everything, like it can do everything like shading wise that Illustrator can do. So I don't know why like Adobe doesn't let them import very nicely, but whatever.
Fatal mistake.
No, I think it's deliberate. They just want that money.
Well, but like everybody who has After Effects has Illustrator too.
That's true.
Right. Hitting the reset
Unless you're
button.
some weirdo who just bought like one of the Adobe programs.
Is someone else in the chat? I hear like a faint voice. Or am I crazy?
Oh yeah, Alexander's here.
Oh, welcome.
Hey.
Thanks. You guys noticed me finally. So I was trying to say, have you tried to
Oh, you're a little
animate
bit quiet.
in Photoshop? Have you tried to animate in Photoshop?
Yes.
Actually,
Oh yeah, I animate in Photoshop.
That's
the
the
secret
preferred
feat, which I'm gonna
software.
do after this, I'm gonna do in Photoshop, because that's where I made the damage thing.
Because
Alright.
it has simple interface for keyframes and timeline thing. You just put some images and set the timeline they appear in, and that's all. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's much easier because of the timeline and also the export features, which make it
Yeah.
easier to export. You have to save every single frame out individually with Illustrator.
Yep. Alright, I made a fatal mistake earlier and I did not duplicate my original frame, so that's
Oops.
why. Luckily, I didn't make. I made little to no progress, so not
Well,
a
actually,
whole
what
lot
you
was
do,
lost.
because, hold on, because I've made that mistake a few times too. What you can actually do is Illustrator, you can copy the changes that you made, go back and then paste them.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It's too late.
That's for future reference.
Okay.
Yeah, most vector-based programs will allow you to do things like that because the points are just mathematic
Doesn't-
coordinates, and
yeah,
it just
doesn't take a
holds
lot of
on to them.
processing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illustrator is really good with like undos because you can like from the moment you open it up, you can undo like until like back to that point.
Infinity.
Yeah, and it doesn't even slow down, which is pretty impressive. I don't know how they're storing the undo states, but it's apparent. I think it's probably because they are storing them mathematically, so it's just numbers, so it doesn't
Yeah.
take as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Whereas I think with Photoshop, they're like,
No.
Yeah, they're holding on to like that
Yeah.
bitmap information,
Yeah.
whereas with vector it's just mathematic coordinates, and every single thing you can just calculate, and computers just work better with that. But unfortunately, humans are not computers, and
well, I think it's more so. I
Unfortunately.
think that it just takes up less space because it saves it in the RAM,
Mhm.
and I don't know how much RAM you have, but eventually,
Oh,
it's
I have a
gonna
ton.
use up. So do I, but it still gets eventually.
I don't.
How much RAM do you have, Mike?
Let's see. As far as computer RAMs, my Mac is a 2012, and it's maxed out at I believe 32 RAMs.
Nice. That's
Like-
something I have.
Yeah, if I get a newer system, I can probably upgrade it to like something like crazy, like 128 or something. But
Yeah. That's what the new ones all have. Like I recently was looking at computers,
Mhm.
and I was very upset to find out that my computer is bad now.
yeah,
How long have you had it?
Since 2000, it was actually since I joined this project, so since like
Oof.
2014.
Oh, okay.
I have
Yeah.
I have good news for you, because if you will stick with older computers, you will be able to make graphics sets supported by your computer, by your old computer. And imagine how fast it will run on new computers. It's so good for optimization, you know?
Yeah.
yep.
I have to. I do want to upgrade though, like eventually. Not now because I
Yeah.
don't really need to. Because the one that I have now it's fine. It just upsets me because it used to be a good computer,
Yeah.
and I got it. But now, like,
Ah,
you can
no.
get basically no matter what you get, it's probably going to be better than what mine has.
My computer was good like 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh! How old is your computer? 10
Ooh,
years.
10 years.
Hey, my
Oh,
computer is
man.
almost 10 years.
My
you guys
computer
have old
is
stuff.
4
Yeah, I
years,
know.
I think. And mine's not even.
I mean,
that
I
old.
do have a new laptop though, which is funny because I have a desktop and a laptop. The laptop I recently got about actually this time last year, pretty much, and it's better than my desktop in every single way except for the fact that it has a smaller screen. That's literally the only
That's what
downside
don't
I
like
can
about
find.
Laptops.
I'm personally
They're
fine
great.
with smaller screens.
Really?
Though
I can't stand
I recently had to get a new screen because my old screen broke. So now I have a 4K screen that is a lot bigger than my old screen. I've gotten used to it at this point, but like at first I was like, man, this screen is just really big.
Yeah.
Everything's still really small on the screen though because it's 4K and it's not that much bigger than my old one.
No. Okay. Ah.
Yeah, I am thinking about investing into a new desktop computer though, just because I'm kind of at that point.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, once I'm able to, I'm gonna get a real nice one that'll be future proofed until it's not, because that was the idea with this one too.
That's always the hope.
Future proof, huh?
But it doesn't seem to work out ever.
Well, see, I mean, this one still is probably going fine because I did like get something that was pretty decent at the time.
2014. That's
It's just-
a decent life cycle for
Yeah.
a computer.
Hmm.
Like if I wasn't doing the stuff that I'm doing on it, and even the stuff that I am doing on it, like it's mostly fine and it's not really a problem. It's just I'm also jealous of other people's better computers than mine.
Same. I'll be right back. Actually, gotta go eat.
I just designed a cool design for laptops. If you have a smaller screen problems, it's some concepts.
You what now?
I quickly designed a new concept for laptops.
Triple screens.
Yeah.
See that's where I want to be. I only have 2 monitors right now, but I hear 3 is the way to go. And you feel like a super hacker man when you have 3.
You have 2 monitors?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I wish I had 2 monitors.
Oh, it's.
I don't
great.
have a place to put the second monitor, but
Oh, neither
I
do
wish I had
I
2.
just kind of moved everything over and put a desk next to my desk so that it would work.
I want to get one of those high refresh rate monitors. It's like right now I have the 4K monitor, and this one has really nice colors, which is what I was like. I want a computer with really good colors because that's one of the things that like I like to focus on a computer, a screen with really nice colors. That's one of the things I like to focus on with my art stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's super important. It's crazy the
yeah.
difference between my monitors aren't calibrated, so if I switch between them, the colors are slightly off, and it annoys me.
Okay. Yeah, my monitor is apparently its default calibration is really good, so you don't need to do anything with it. But it's got really nice colors. It's like the best you can get for 300. So that's how much this monitor was. Anything else that's better is like 1,000. This is like the only.
Yep.
It's the only 4K. What is it? HDR monitor that's less than 1,000. It's not like the best HDR, but it's still HDR. I can't use it though because I still have Windows 7, and Windows 7 does not support HDR.
Oh, you still went.
Chat is asking about fixing a chemical plant door.
Door?
Yeah, they asked that a lot. I don't know if Brant's door is broken.
Oh.
Wait, there's a door broken and we don't know which one it is.
No, I know what they're talking about. I just don't know why they think that was a mistake.
I didn't have any issues with that. I just passed through it and I forget.
Well, they're talking about the artwork for it because basically the artwork that's in the game is kind of like it's glitched, so it doesn't look the way that we have it. But like, we don't necessarily because we make changes anyways, and ours is based off of the ours is based off of the one that's actually in the game normally, rather than the one that's not glitched, which is fine. So, yeah. But for some reason, people ask, "Are you going to fix it?" Well, I don't think it's broken, so no.
Got him. So many anchor points, man. I don't know how you animated everything in Chemical Plant and Illustrator, man.
Well, for one thing, I often select multiple anchor points at the same time. Especially for something like the strip thing, because I want it to stay I'd want it to stay the same width. So if you just select like the edges of it, the two edges at the same time will maintain its width.
Very true. Very true.
I've been using Illustrator for animation for years, like even before I joined the project. So I've learned how to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not ideal.
No. I hope I don't have to do this many more times after this.
I will specifically set up the what's the Carnival Night Zone crawler. I'll specifically make him an illustrator. Yeah. So that if you end up cleaning up some of his animations, which you probably will, you can suffer.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. What a great teammate, everyone.
I'll make him in Photoshop. I'm just gonna base it off of the concept that Leo did years ago when he joined the project.
Yes, I thought that was the vector for a second, and then I'm like, oh, it's just a concept.
I thought it was vector too, but apparently it's not, because like Leo can do vectors, so I just assumed that what he sent us was a vector, but no, apparently it's not. It won't be very hard to convert it to vector, so.
Yeah, because it's such a robust concept.
Everything's people are asking.
All right, I'm back.
People are asking what?
People were asking about adding a drop dash move, but I think that it will spoil game mechanics and that you just need to gain speed by your natural moving.
Yes. We could add a drop dash because it's not very complicated to add.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say,
if we do add that, you would have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And also,
it's one of those kind of things where it's like if we add in like anything, it does have an effect on gameplay. Like it's not so much that we can't add it in. It's just we try to stay true to like the way that Sonic 2 feels, and the drop dash is one of those things where it's like it makes it allows certain like movement options that weren't possible in Sonic 2 to what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of makes things. It makes things a bit more binary because, like, think about it from this perspective. Usually, when you need to build up speed really quickly, you would just stop what you're doing and you would spin dash. But if you have to drop dash, what ends up happening is that instead of having to stop for any reason, you could just jump, build up your spin dash, and then get the burst of speed that you need. And the way that the levels are set up in Sonic 2 is that most times you don't really need to rev up full speed unless you're going a straight path. But a majority of the levels have like where rolling is concerned, a lot of times there's either like downward slopes or upward slopes, and if you add the drop dash, it kind of nullifies the importance of an upward slope. So I mean, I'm kind of against it for the sake of like gameplay reasons, but if it's something to add in as an extra or just something for fun, I'm totally for that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it would be.
Yeah, I don't think it would necessarily be like a default thing. It'd be like an extra thing, probably.
Okay, well that would be cool.
Yeah.
It just could work as an option, not as a main gameplay. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Watching you like move every individual point really hurts me.
I'm glad.
Like, okay, like with the little specular highlight, like you were selecting like all like in the little corner with the 3 points. You select each of them individually and move, and you could have selected all three at the same time.
Eventually, I'll learn. All right, through once I hit hour 5, I'll learn. I'll start picking up the pace.
Okay. This
Oh,
might
you know
go
what?
flat.
I should probably mute my mic since I'm eating, but I'll be in a chat. So
How many frames are there?
Ooh, I think 4. 4.
Which frame
no, there's
are
only
you
3.
on?
There's only 3. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
The
there's
first
there's
one
3. They're
is-
mirrored.
Oh yeah, because the first frame is the first is frame 1. Right?
Yeah, frame 1.
Yeah,
So
and I
frame-
don't think there's like a dead center frame either. We usually skip that to make the turns look faster.
Okay.
Well, with the exception of
Grounder.
Grounder gets the front face because
Unless
he
we
needs
already
it.
had one.
Ah,
Yeah.
So that's why you did it. What a
Mhm.
what a clever secret.
It
Not
also
even
made things work out for his treads too. So
The treads look
happy
awesome.
accident with that. Yeah.
Also, people are asking about Steam, and I can say that for legal reasons, we cannot upload it on Steam because
Yeah, this game
Okay,
will
I'll
not be
upload
on.
it and I'll take the fall. All right.
I don't
I'll
think
go
that's
to
how that
jail.
works.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no. When the game is fully done, whenever that is, 2050,
2050.
2100,
2000.
it
No.
will most
I'll be
likely be
dead.
downloadable. You'll be dead.
The game will live on.
Probably.
It'll be downloadable from our website, not Steam.
Yeah, that also brings me to another point. If you see anybody like offering the game and they're like, "Oh, saying like it's available for sale or whatever," most likely that is not true because we make this for free as a labor of love and just as a passionate project. So, yeah, if anybody's like out there trying to do that, just ignore them. Or
Yeah,
better yet, report it.
Yeah, if you ever find a project like on like a download for it, and there's like even an option to give money, it's not official. There will never be an option to give money for this project, and yeah, so
Don't be fooled.
yeah,
So you
like
guys-
because
they
there
can
was
just
the
email
one
us.
person who put it on itch.io. Is that how it's
Yeah.
is that what you call it? Itch.io.
Yeah.
And it could technically be downloaded for free, but like whenever you hit the download button, it was like you can have the option to donate. And apparently some people thought that like you had to pay for it and stuff, and apparently I know for a fact like a few people did pay for it, and I'm just like, dude, your money's not even going to the people who actually made it, and also we don't want your money.
Right.
I hope that person was able to get their money back.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I hate to say it, but most likely they probably didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
how
because-
would they?
It's possible that if they contacted itch.io, they probably would have like done something about it, because it wasn't like
True.
not legitimate.
Yeah, I don't know too much about itch, so it's yeah.
There's a lot of like small indie games on there. I don't know if it has any big ones. I mostly only see small ones, but maybe it does have some big stuff too. But it doesn't have Sonic 2 HD.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
I'll put it on there and I'll sell it.
oh no.
I'll show you all.
Oh, Bruno Game said that he'll show our game on a future video. That's nice.
Who's that?
We love to watch reaction videos to Sonic 2 HD. We learned quite a few things from people's reactions.
I actually went down the rabbit hole of doing that the other day for some reason. Even
I
though
have
didn't
an
even
entire
work on
playlist.
I didn't even work on the other demo.
Could you send me that playlist?
Sure.
Nice.
If Sega will allow us to be a part of their team, how how they can reach us all, because we are living in all around the world. You know, we are not on. We are not from Japan or America.
Yeah.
Most of us from Russia, Italy,
Hmm.
America as well, and
I think half the team is in America, and
Little known fact, I'm actually Russian.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
The rest is somewhere else. I think if Sega were to make it official, that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. There are a lot of teams that are like international like that.
Right.
wait, are you?
No. Can you not tell from my accent?
Okay.
I'm your next door neighbor, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Did my playlist stop? What the heck? Yes, YouTube. I'm still watching it. Jeez.
I mean, if we could be a part of Sega, it means that we need to move to another country for that.
I don't think we would need to do that. They probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't make us do that.
Yeah.
It'd probably still be remote.
Especially
You know,
if that's,
another
like, in a
interesting thing to add to that is that
so I don't think that would be an issue.
another thing to add to that is that due to like the pandemic, a lot of
Yeah, I was
video
just gonna
game
say.
studios have kind of restructured themselves to work remotely. Anyways, I mean, they
Yeah.
already had a structure in place for like freelancers, but now it's like pretty much anyone.
Do you think it's gonna stay like that for the long haul, even after
It-
the pandemic?
It might,
Because that's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
All right, I want to let you know that you can, if something's going to be covered by another shape, you don't need to like match it up with the edge of it.
Mm.
Because I see you're kind of doing that here with this golden bit.
What do you mean?
So you see how you're matching it up with the round edge?
Right.
The blue bit goes over top of it, or at least it would in this place. So you wouldn't need to match it up like that.
Well, I think the
Unless
blue
you're
bit's behind it. That's why I was.
Oh.
Right?
Well, I probably would have
Yes,
moved
yes,
it in
yes.
the turn, but all right, that works.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it.
All right.
We'll know for sure once we move that top yellow part. Oh, yep. There you go.
If S2HQ is ever official, I'd probably get replaced with T. Damn.
Maybe you'd get to collaborate with T.
Wait, what?
Looks like we got a bunch of F's in the chat. Oh well.
A bunch of F's in the chat. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Spammer.
So, what's you guys' favorite letter of the alphabet?
What's our favorite letter of the alphabet?
Yeah. Everyone has a favorite. Right?
X.
X is pretty cool, not gonna lie.
I like Z. It's the opposite of S.
The letter S.
No, I said X, the one that's across, because if you put X on like after everything, it just makes it like cooler.
Exactly.
And that
Actually, it works. It works if you put it in front of everything too.
looking at this, it honestly makes way more sense to put it behind the blue bit. You'll have to reorganize organize layers, but because of the way it gets like real thin, it's just like
Well, what if you're spelling like extreme, and you just use X instead of like
dude.
EX?
that's extra badass right there.
In fact, you can do it for extra too.
Yeah.
Check the off topic.
No.
Okay.
I didn't say mine. No. I'm a huge
All right,
fan
well-
of W because it's U, but it's two of them. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Okay, now you can change topic. I don't know if I want to put it behind. I don't know. What did the other things look like?
I forgot to turn my mic off while I was eating. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm gonna turn my mic off now. I'm just gonna focus on
ASMR.
eating.
way it's layered. Guess these will have to go to the...
I think we're gonna be here for a while.
I might just beat you. How long was yours again?
Let me see how long it took me to do the not the grounder, that took way too long. The
It took
Well-
8 hours.
yeah, 8 hours.
Piece of cake. Definitely beating that. Especially because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Now, when you say beating that, do you mean you're going to do it in less time or in more time?
More time. More time. I've already beat him twice, if it's less time. My measly 2-hour streams.
I don't know, man. That's like easy mode. You gotta, if you're gonna do more time, then it's got to be more than 17 hours.
All right, look, but think about it, right? It's already been an hour.
Right.
To be fair, you had a little bit of a slow start there.
Very slow start.
So it's been like 30 minutes since you started. I know because I looked and it was like 30 minutes. So you've been doing this for like 30 minutes, right? And you're still not even, you're not done with the first frame. And you got like, how many frames do you have? 4 frames?
Three. And then, but also I want
Three.
to do the secret feat after this. So.
I don't think you're gonna make it to the
We'll see.
unless you are willing to beat my my record here.
I didn't prepare to, but I might. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, folks, prepare to have your
look at all
weekend
this
ruined,
progress.
and all your weekend plans belong to us now.
That's
So.
right. That's right. I'm already out of water. Who needs to eat, right? Eat, drink. Nah. Well, the other frames are kind of like more similar to frame 2 here, so it might be less time.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna tell myself anyways.
I also have some kind of suggestion for a Robosonic boss fight. Is it possible to make the Robosonic boss fight? Is it possible to make a hitbox a specific way that Sonic cannot just jump on him so easily? To make this boss fight a bit longer, you know?
I think it'll probably be the same as the original.
The Silver Sonic doesn't the hitbox is kind of small in that one, isn't it? Anyways, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember it.
You can only hit him on the front. If you hit him like too far back or like on the head,
Yeah.
you'll die. So you have no rings.
Yeah.
Weird. That's fine.
Okay then.
Alex, are you the one who's animating the 3D models?
I just need to wait for Dult, another 3D artist, to he going to make a shader for Tails, so that I can see what's going on my viewport, and then I'm going to animate and render it out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited to see that.
I know, I can't wait.
Me too.
Oh no.
But I wait for Dult, you know.
Yeah.
We cannot
especially
force.
with like a project like this where we all work on it in our free time.
We cannot force him to to work faster because we all have
Yeah.
real life
Yeah.
things. So
I mean, I can't like complain about anybody because I haven't done like a lot of work like in the past like 2 years really.
So what all do you work on, Coral?
Like what like in the
Professional.
project?
Not in the Sonic 2 HD project, but like in general.
Mostly right now just the indie game that you did animation for.
Oh, okay. So that takes up most of your time.
Yeah.
well,
And then the rest of my time is spent learning Japanese.
Gotcha. How's that going?
Oh, it's going very well. I actually understand a little bit of Japanese now. Like
Nice.
pretty decent. Yeah. It's nice. I actually need to go do that, so I'm probably gonna leave in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah.
Then you can watch anime without subtitles and be a true
That's
god.
no. Look, that's specifically how I've been trying to learn. How I've been learning Japanese
By watching
is
anime.
without subtitles, because then you
Yeah,
can't read
that
the
makes
subtitles.
sense, actually. Like if you don't have anyone to like practice with, that's probably the next best thing.
Well, like the main reason why I ended up doing it that way is because practically everybody I know who has like English as their second language, like half of them, whenever I've asked them, how did you learn English? They're like, I don't know, I just like watched like a bunch of YouTube videos. And I'm like, oh,
Picked it up.
all right then. I guess that's the way to learn another language.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're listening to them talking like naturally and not like educationally, where it's very slow.
Oh yeah, like that's actually one thing that is a benefit from doing it with not that is because the textbook like sentences and stuff are they're just so robotic. They're like,
Yeah.
the cat jumped over the log. Nobody says the cat jumped over the log. Nobody talks like that.
So they just come out sounding like a robot.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's
unfortunately, that was the way how I learned the English.
From watching YouTube videos.
No,
from the
Oh, from the
traditional-
textbooks.
it was a school program.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You seem to speak fine now, so.
Still kind of slow, but I mean,
I don't know any other languages, so you got me beat.
At this point, I technically don't know any other languages, but I kind of know Japanese a little bit.
I'm
but
just going to hop in just for a second just to say that I only know about half as much as the English language I know, so I only know about like maybe 50% of the English language, and that's the only language I know.
What do you mean you only have 50% of English?
Yeah, what is that? I'm really curious of where you got this number from. It's a very specific number.
Oh, I'm just saying
I
that.
don't know all of English either, but I mean,
Yeah, it's English is a weird language
that's
with
what I
all the
hear.
different words that mean the same word.
If I had, if I had the time, I would love to pick up another language, but I don't really have
It
the
does take
motivation.
a lot of time. You need to have the motivation. That's the most important thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if it's
'cause
not
you can
that,
make
then,
the,
like-
I mean, I could always make the time work. I just don't have any like reason to do it.
Yeah. Because you do like
Oh,
the
come on,
thing is you need to be able to like stick to it,
Yep.
and if you don't have the motivation to do it, like why are you going to stick to it?
Yeah. Exactly. Ah, look at this, making so much progress. Oh God.
By the way, you might want to consider that as it's turning, it should have the shadow from the underside pop up on, just like the angles change and stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah, like that shadow would start to show up on the
Also, my apologies because I typically don't animate shadows.
No, it's cool. So you're talking about. I'm circling a shadow right now, but it's probably delayed.
Yeah, like one of those shadows. Yeah, there's one on the red one too, but like it would show up on the middle section.
Yeah.
At the turn because the angles are kind of changing.
All right. You're right.
Yeah, you gotta consider those things.
If you guys are talking about shadows, you probably need to mention the reflection, the white, the white reflection on the red side should also be changing them, but it's too complicated to think about.
I mean, like once I get all the base stuff and then I see it in motion, I could probably edit that.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's not. You're an illustrator here. You don't want to do that.
Well, it's only 3 frames, so exporting it out and putting it into After Effects really won't take a whole lot of time.
All right, you do you. I just try to get it right the first time, so I don't have to do that.
Ah, well, can't all be perfect.
Yeah, there you go. But you want to make it real nice and small so that it's just starting to show up because it's not like.
True.
Yeah.
So many things to consider. The thing about this kind of work is like not only is it tedious, but it's like you also have to put thought into it at the same time.
Yeah, there's usually something that you need to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Remember with the rounder, whenever I was doing his turn animation, most of it was like, all right, but then there was the I think the one thing that I had to actually not be lazy with was the drill whenever it like went to the front facing view.
Oh, because I
had to.
The reflection.
I think in the middle of the live stream I actually watched like a tutorial about the ellipse tool because I never, or no, the spiral tool. Illustrator has a spiral tool and I never use it, so I was like, how does this work?
I'm sure I'll get to that point of. I mean, I already kind of watched a tutorial on how to shear something.
Okay, calling it shear is just weird to me because it just makes me think you're cutting it.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not. It's not cutting it in any way. It's just it's skewing it. Adobe, you have like all of these programs. Why can't you just make all the tools the same and call everything the same thing? So you know it's easier for people who use the Adobe suite to go between programs. That's all I'm saying.
Consistency would be nice.
That's too much power for one artist to have.
That's true. Yes. All right, let's get started on this front part of the hammer.
I don't know why they made Sonic Mania pixelated. Part of it is probably because pixel art is a lot cheaper.
It's also a lot easier. There's a lot of things you can get away with pixel art.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, it's faster, it's lighter, and I would say it's simpler, but depending on the style you go for, it could also be complicated, so I'm going to omit that one. But for the most part, it's the more economically and artistically viable option that they had available to them. And what's crazy about it is that because it was so cheap and because it sold so well, that's pure profit.
Right. Pure profit.
It did really well, apparently.
Yep.
Do you guys think they're doing a sequel to that right now, or no?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I genuinely don't even know. Like, I couldn't even guess.
I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, they could have done a style that was the same as Sonic 2 HD because the art director for Mania, he used to work on Sonic 2 HD, and he was the one who helped figure out how to do the style. Anyways, so they could have done that.
probably wasn't in their budget though.
Yes.
That guy, I think his name is Tom Fry, if I remember.
Yeah, it's not right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although also, I think Jared Castle was involved with figuring out the art style as well, but he was not an artist for Mania. He was a level designer.
Oh, okay.
Another thing to add to that too is that the another reason why Mania has a pixelated style is because they were intentionally going for the idea of what if a Sonic game was released on a Sega Saturn. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People
I mean,
yeah. I wanted to ask, others people are still able to join Sonic 2 HD project, or they are forbidden to do so?
Somebody has something they think they can offer to the project, and they can send us an email. We're not looking for anybody right now, but I mean, if somebody's really good, we might consider it.
Yeah. I mean, like,
those people who worked on Sonic Mania.
What was that?
Tom Fry and stuff.
What about them?
Can they join Sonic 2 HD back?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Yeah.
Sad.
I don't think they'd be allowed to work on fan games anymore. I know T. Lopes left the Sonic 2 HD because of Mania. The timing is very interesting because the point where he did leave the project lines up pretty neatly with the point where Mania must have begun development.
yeah, shortly after the Discovery pitch.
Yep.
So he was still in the project, and like,
Yeah.
Sega takes the best of us.
Yeah, he was technically on the project right up until whenever they started making Mania, I guess. I say technically because he never actually did anything new for the project whenever it was revived. So he was still on the project. It's just he didn't do anything up to that point. So
Actually, he did only one other thing, and I think that was the Act 2 music for Emerald Hill.
wasn't that one
I
already?
think
Or was
I
that one
think-
done by Tony?
no, that one was by T.
Okay.
Because Act 2, because Tony's he worked on like Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 and Hilltop Zone Act 2, but T he had worked on Emerald Hill Act 1.
Yeah.
aha,
All right.
there's the layer.
All right. See, I'm used to my 4K screen now, so looking at the live stream, everything looks super cramped on your screen.
I mean, it's only 1080, so
Visible.
Oh wait, hold on. If it's only 1080, that means because I'm not watching it in full screen, and I'm used to like things being shrunken down, but it's actually at its full resolution on my screen despite not being in full screen. Wild. Oh, yeah, this looks very cramped if I full screen it. Part of that also though probably because you don't have your entire screen actually
no.
showing because part of the bottom cut off. But
It's
that's
not a
fine.
huge deal. It's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah.
Oh god, alright. This thing. Alright. Here we go.
All right, guys, who's ready to go for 17 hours? We're gonna beat my record.
I already went and got my snacks, so I'm prepared.
Pretty much a lot of things happening today, because today was a Russian event about Supersonic Con. It's something like Sage 2020, but it's Russian.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
yeah. Also, this Sonic 2 HD stream today as well, same time. That's
No.
cool.
Where is this?
Nice.
So I can switch in between and watch this and that.
What's happening at the
I
Russian
wonder-
Sage thing?
Yeah, I often wonder, like, with the like other, because like Sonic is popular amongst people that don't speak English, and I often wonder what is like what is those sides of the fandom like? Like, what's going on with those guys?
What are they up to?
It's fan art, speedrun contests, and art contests.
Oh,
Also, reviews of Russian fan games such as Hellfire Saga, ROM Hack, and other games like Sonic 2020.
Sonic 2020.
And yeah, also Russian translation of Archie comics, Russian version of Japanese dub of Sonic Adventure, and other stuff people making for Russian community.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, Russian translation for Sonic 06 and Sonic
Oh.
Adventure 2 main
That
theme
game.
of the song. Yeah. So people can understand what's going on because they barely learn English these days.
Did any of you like play the games that were available with Sage?
I played what was it? Sonic Freedom for like 3
Oh
minutes.
yes.
I'm just gonna hop in and say that I absolutely loved this year's Sage, especially because of Sonic GT.
Yeah, I wanted to check out like a few of them because a lot of them were looking really cool.
GT's the
Well,
free
I
game,
have-
right?
Yeah,
I played the Robo Blast one, and then I think the Triple Trouble remake. That one was.
Aren't you putting that shadow like in the wrong like place, like the dark?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I hope.
Because I don't think it goes on the inside of those lines.
Let me check. You're
So
right.
what do you think about Turbo Blast?
Nice.
Because
Thank
I
you.
was kind of part of this team, so it's important to know an opinion
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
putting. Yeah, you got the shadow in the wrong
I
place.
got it.
it's an easy fix. You can just move the interior points to the outer point, so
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, Alex.
Mike's being big brain here. I actually would have just moved them like with the outside points.
Hey, I mean, I've been in this industry long enough to know how to cheat.
How I would have
So,
done.
Yeah.
You would have what now?
He just ignored your advice and is doing it my way.
That's how I do it.
What?
What was your
Fine.
advice?
You've
No,
already
never
got.
mind. You can keep going.
I have to fill the time somehow. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You'll use a 3D, you won't have such problems.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
One annoying issue about 3D is that I cannot copy 2D artwork style because of inconsistency of view angles and style choice.
Oh,
for
yeah. You did a
those
pretty good
angles.
job making it work out though.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But
I wished I knew more about 3D. It's like my weakest area as far as art.
I've honestly kind of given up on trying to learn 3D. I just don't think that I'll ever transition.
I know very little 3D.
There's just a lot out there, and it's like
Yeah.
constantly evolving, even more so
I-
than traditional
yeah.
art or 2D art.
I use 3D for like sometimes I'll do like matte painting type things, like, and I'll use 3D for those. but it's just really like poorly done, hacked together 3D, and then it's painted over.
Yeah, I mean,
I just-
really, honestly, the only thing I use 3D for is reference at this point.
Yeah.
I just know about 3D. Like I look around and everything is 3D about me. So that's how much I know
That's
about
true.
it.
See,
I mean, you're actually a 3D artist, though.
I look around and everything's 2D, so we just have different perspectives, I guess.
Clearly.
Like I turn my hand and it's flat on the other side.
And also,
Oh well.
I am Spanish, but I am using the translator. I hope the Google Translator is fine. It looks like it's doing all right. I think Google Translator does decently with Spanish. Also, there's a different translator that tends to be better than Google Translate called DeepL. So you can check that one out. I don't know if this person even understands what I'm saying. I'll type it in the chat so they can use the translator.
Alright.
Text to speech to sound like a Spanish person. That could be funny.
Oh, somebody else said it in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
About DeepL, yeah. DeepL's the only translator that has any competency when it comes to translating Japanese. Everything else translates Japanese in like some weird incomprehensible mess. What piece of the game already completed of Sonic? I guess they're asking what how much of the game is complete.
I pretty much completed his head, his legs, foot and feet and belly.
We're probably around maybe 25% completed the game, maybe, or maybe like maybe a bit more than that. It's hard to put like an actual number on it, like because we've gotten up to Aquatic Ruin Zone done, and well, Aquatic Ruin Zone's not quite done yet, but it's almost done.
I'd say about 25 to 30%. So we're pretty much
Yeah.
I think
1/3 range.
I think Demo 3 will be released as soon as I will manage to finish a bonus stage things, and that's going to be completed demo, I think, because that's the last thing to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's looking fantastic, by the way, too. Like every time I see an update, any with like the special stage, I'm always impressed.
Same.
Yeah. We gotta wait for all of the final artwork to be put in there.
Yeah.
Then it'll be truly fantastic.
Also, I was thinking about Sonic Run Cycle on bonus stage. He looks just he's running. I mean, he's not even running. He's just walking, but fast.
Yeah, it's power walking.
Yeah, but
You can,
do I need to make a Sonic CD style running when he spins his legs quickly?
You can probably experiment and we can see which one works best. I would think maybe.
Right.
Because
sure.
I've seen tests, and it's kind of too fast for this type of animation. I think we can probably experiment with Sonic Run cycles as well and choose one.
Oh god. 320. You know, one thing that's good is that I think Aquatic Ruin Zone is probably going to be the zone that will take the longest.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because mechanical zones are a little bit easier to handle.
Yeah, because there's too
Especially
much
with
of
vector.
creative freedom for those details on the background and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's just that, like, creating the organic shapes and elements, it's a little bit more complicated than metal stuff, because with metal stuff, you can just slap a few gradients on there, and it's done. I mean, I'm simplifying it a bit, but that's more or less what it is. It's just a bunch of gradients organized in a way that makes them not look like gradients.
Yeah.
I mean,
And when it
it's
comes to mechanical stages too, technically, Chemical Plant Zone in my opinion, was probably the toughest of the mechanical stages, and that one's already done. So
You don't
Yeah.
think what
Is
Metropolis would be more of a challenge?
Yeah, Metropolis will be pretty simple because Metropolis, I don't think it has very many like curved sections.
it has a few, but not a lot. It's more like the reason. Yeah,
They're
like
all
the
very-
only way Metropolis Zone would be tougher is if we decided to do like a ton of extra stuff, and
I
'cause
imagine
for the
we'll
most
probably,
part,
Which
yeah.
we'll probably do some additions, but I can't imagine it will be too much. But yeah, no, because like the foreground even in Metropolis Zone, it's just like it repeats a lot, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
it is literally just a bunch of green panels bolted onto like a single thing. So really all you gotta do is like make one green panel, add a couple of bolts. I mean, and resize them. You would resize the panels and then you would add in the bolts. But I mean, well, that's like the simplest way I can think of. We'll probably won't even do that because it's probably too cheap an option. But I mean, we'll see once we get there. Like for me personally, when it comes to zones, I'm always concerned about what goes on in the background. So
I think that Sky Chase Act 1 will be the most easiest one to make.
just for that, we should make it the toughest.
we could make it.
Well,
Oh yeah.
We'll be able to make it have really beautiful clouds, which don't take too long to make. So it probably will not take very long.
Actually, we already have clouds made. If we, well, I doubt we just reuse Hilltop Zones clouds or like the clouds we already have, right? Yeah.
We gotta make
Don't
new
clouds.
clouds.
Make them real nice. We could probably get really fancy with the with that stage in the
Yeah.
clouds and stuff. It still won't take anywhere near as long as a normal stage. It'll literally probably take like maybe a week or two at most.
Mhm.
And then I guess there's the Badniks, and those will probably take a bit of time, but even those shouldn't take too long.
I came up with an idea about this first act. How about this type of gameplay for the first act, where we can do this thing I cannot say about yet, but you will see it on.
Right, we got some extras talking right now. Talking about extras.
Yeah, but I want to show it to you. Not speaking about it.
Oh,
So we can play it as from like this. Where can I put this? Where is that channel?
Extra.
General. I cannot find. It's a different server.
it's right underneath next demo trailer. I use that quotations next demo
Yeah.
trailer.
It's a different server.
Oh,
It's like me
Yeah.
trying to find the shear tool.
Okay. How about this type of gameplay? So you can.
Oh. I see.
like the specials,
Yeah.
like the special stage from. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
An
we
idea.
can. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see when we get there. We have talked about like doing some interesting things with Sky Chase, but we'll that's a little ways off. One thing that is certain though, it's definitely going to have some really beautiful clouds.
That's
Yeah.
for sure. Has to happen.
Yeah.
Actually, while on the subject of Sky Chase, doesn't Wing Fortress Zone technically have to be completed in order to complete Sky Chase?
Same
Because
time.
because it appears in the in the zone, like it just kind of flies by,
That's true.
and I'm not sure if that's like just a few things or if it's like the entire ship.
I don't know. We'd probably be able to have the entire zone fly by.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, it should happen at the end of the act. So probably
Yeah.
the part.
Oh yeah, and then once I guess we'll probably make Sky Chase and Wing Fortress at the same time because they're basically the same stage.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this front part of the hammer thing is so tedious.
Mm.
Well, I would have had it done already.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I should probably give this a shot.
What, animating in
Yeah, an Illustrator, because
It's
it's the one thing I haven't done on this. Like,
Most
it's as far as animations for this project is concerned, it's the one thing I haven't done, and I like even if it's just to get an understanding of what it's like for the final art process, you know, it'll be a benefit.
The great experience of animating in Illustrator. You gotta have it. I mean, it's truly spectacular.
I mean, I animate in Spine, so it's. I mean, if you're just moving vertice points around, I'm used to that, despite the fact that Spine doesn't really work that way. You know.
Yeah, it's really different from Spine. Spine is actually animation software. Yeah. Illustrator was not meant to be used this way. Oh well. We make it work.
Yeah, we break the rules.
Yeah. I like, I don't dislike animating in Illustrator, to be honest, but I do prefer Photoshop.
I absolutely prefer Photoshop. Even doing vector art, I prefer Photoshop.
Depends on what I'm doing. I like Illustrator for like, stuff that's more detailed and doesn't move. Like if it doesn't animate or it has very little animation, then it's like, yeah, Illustrator's the go-to. Because Illustrator, like, with Chemical Blend Zone, most of that was made in Illustrator. But with Aquatic Ruin Zone, all of the a lot of the artwork, like the details and stuff, it's just you can't really do it very easily in Photoshop, or you can't really get it like to the same as.
Hey Coral, do you want to have nightmares?
Maybe.
All right, so picture this.
All right.
Picture us not having animated the foliage in Spine, and instead, you had animated all of the foliage in Illustrator.
I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Gosh, that would be awful. I'll be honest with you. If we were doing it in Illustrator, I would just be like, all right, Mike, can you like draw in all of the details into the sketch? I do not want to have to keep track of those things with the in Illustrator. Oh gosh, it would be awful.
Yeah, it would be a total nightmare.
Spine doesn't work for a lot of the stuff, a lot of the animations, but the foliage, it was perfect for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look really cool. That was one of the first things I saw when I joined the project. I was like, ooh, neat. Tasty.
Yeah.
Another cool thing that you can do, actually, now that we have the animation of the foliage done, Spine also has the ability to export to Photoshop.
Oh, that's nice.
It has that ability now. I think they'd only had it for about a year or
By
so.
the way, the shadows are on the wrong side.
What now?
The shadows are on the wrong side. It should be going down. Look at the light source, man.
Oh, yeah.
And those little clips.
Oh.
I apologize. I don't animate the light source or the shadows. So you know what? I'm going to have to start incorporating that when I do.
That's actually fine. At least for me, anyways, because I'm fairly good with like how light works.
Mm-hmm.
So like animating the light isn't that good for me.
See, you spoiled me. That's what it was.
Are you talking about these highlights on these little things, or I think this
the shadows on the underneath the little clips on the silver clips, the square silver clips, the shadows, the drop shadows, highlights. No, the drop shadows. They're on the wrong. What? No.
Well, it's delayed. I'll get there.
Okay. Yeah, that thing. There you go.
Well, I was kind of matching this, so it should be more. I don't know, over here.
Be underneath. It should be because you got to think where the light source is.
Oh, there was a question asked in chat. what relative size do you guys choose for enemy sprites, etc.? So recently everything is upscaled 10 times compared to the original sprite. So
Should I move
basically,
this?
1 pixel becomes 10 pixels.
It's the game is 4 times the original size. So,
Oh, that's right, 4 times.
Should I move this shadow to the opposite side like it is over here? I'm sure the stream will catch up. I like circle.
The other shadows are good. You're good with your other shadows, I think.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know.
It's getting pretty vague.
I'm not. I'm just making minor comments. To be honest, some of the comments, like, it probably wouldn't have made too big of a difference if the shadows to be where you had them. I mean, it does make make things a bit more clear. To put them on the other end of the highlights, because then you have the contrast.
I was just going off of like what this looked like the part that I didn't move at all from the original sprite.
Yeah. Like, it probably wouldn't have been too big of a deal, but I don't know. I'm a bit of a I pay attention to all those little things, and I tend to make them.
Sure. No, all good. I need those comments because I really don't know what I'm doing. Music stopped again. You gross. Theme of Elise. Skip.
Yeah, I'm seriously going to have to try animating something in Illustrator. Maybe something small to start with, just to kind of get an understanding of what it's like for you all to do it.
Find something that you can handle.
Yeah.
We can also
give
choose
him
a lazy
the Casino Night Boss.
Oh, no, wait.
There aren't really any animations in him. Well, I guess, does he have his claws that move?
Oh, everything moves. Because he has neon on the body. And he also has a claw.
Ooh.
And there's like a sign that's above the... Yeah, it's actually going to be the toughest boss animation.
Those neon lights are going to be make them not fun to animate.
Yeah. And not only that, but you also got to figure out the lighting, like the pulsing neon light too. So I don't know how that's going to work in terms of like the turning.
I don't think we'll need to worry about that. I have a few ideas to those things that I will demonstrate.
Okay.
Later on. At least we have a live here to know that the project isn't dead.
Yeah, we're not dead.
Just slowly hanging in there.
Yeah, real slowly hanging in there.
It's because because we got new people to join the project now, but for like the past year or so, the people who made like the biggest and most contributions just became super busy.
Yeah.
Which was like because it was myself and I think Leo, me and him back with Demo 2.0. We did a large amount of the artwork for that one. Like he did a lot of the animations and stuff, and I did a lot of the cleanup stuff. He helped with a lot of the cleanup stuff too, but he was mostly on animations. But then after that demo and stuff, both me and him ended up getting busy with other things, and so the project kind of really slowed down.
Yeah. Luckily, I still have nothing better to do, so I pour a lot of my time into it.
Who is the music composition now that Tulips is gone? F is, well, it was Tony Lays, but now F in the chat. Press F to pay respects. Is music.
Yeah, F is the sound guy now.
Yeah.
Official
F.
sound.
There you go. He paid respect to himself.
Solid.
Oh gosh. You're still hurting me with these individual anchor point movements.
I'll get it. I'll get it down one day. You'll see.
Isn't it already a CMS thing? I don't know what CMS is.
What? Then again, it isn't already a
Oh, it's a website thing. Alright. These are things I am unfamiliar with. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know anything about programming.
It's a website coding thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Content management system. Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
learning
yeah.
a little bit when it comes to programming, but not like
This is a
how to
WordPress.
do it.
So, yeah.
What do you mean?
So I'm just really curious about the process more so than how to do it myself.
See, that's what I
Reason
would
being
be
because
interested
I'm just going to be a dedicated artist, but if there's anything that I can do on my end to make anybody else's life easier, then
Oh, you're not moving all of them at the same time, damn it.
in. Here, wait, hold on.
Excuse me, why we haven't up to do tonight. I think, I don't know why we haven't. Sometimes I guess it just takes a while for us to update things. But as far as programming goes, I know basic Java, and Steven, this is like a year ago or something, showed me everything that I learned in Java in like 3 hours in C#. So, yeah, technically I also know a little bit of C#, although I haven't like done either of them for like a long time. But
oh, okay.
I do know, like even before like I actually did them, I knew more or less how it worked. Which is
Yeah,
why
I mean,
in the past
I was a complete absolute beginner. Yeah.
that's why like in the past with like demo 2.0 and probably even in this at some point in this for this next demo I'll probably end up talking with the programmers about how we can possibly implement things, because with demo 2.0 I was talking with Winterpell about the like some shader stuff basically.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know 100% how I was doing it, but I understood enough about coding to be able to talk to them about how, like, you know, things could potentially be done, maybe, and then he could figure out the rest because he actually knows how it works.
Hmm.
And then also like the shadows with the trees, where
Which trees?
the hilltop zone trees, because those shadows were an issue. And then I remember, because the big thing that like I ended up learning is that apparently transparency is really weird with coding stuff. And so I tried to see, can we just make them opaque? And we could. So we made them opaque, and there's no like semi-transparency on the shadows. It looks pretty much identical if they're just a solid color.
What is it?
Is the game going to have more than one language? It's possible. That is not something that is the thing now, but it is possible. It wouldn't be hard to do. We have a few people that speak other languages, so it wouldn't be hard to.
Yeah, I can translate it in English for you guys.
Oh, thanks. That's the language we need it translated to.
I know about. I'm not as good as Mike. I know about 30% of English.
Oh,
But I'll make it work.
Oh gosh.
see, it falls on me. Okay.
No, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Personally, I know 100% of English, so you guys both need to get my level.
Combined, we're still
Translate to Australian.
See, he knows all the big words.
Australian. Oh god.
Sonic got a bloody cancer. Yeah. And we've also got two people on the team that could translate it to Japanese. So that's nice. That's an actual translation thing, though, instead of this English translations. And I know we've got I think we got a few people who speak Spanish, so that could also be done too.
Mm-hmm. Who's the other person that speaks Japanese?
I don't know if she's I don't know exactly how well she speaks it, but she's the one who it was the other Alex.
Oh, I don't think I've ever met that person.
She handles social.
Yeah, she shows up if you tag her.
Okay.
But she was the one who did all the Japanese names and stuff. I don't know. I don't actually know how well she knows Japanese, so maybe she couldn't translate it. I don't know, but I'm assuming she probably knows it to some extent. I don't know how much.
I guess it's all up to you.
Do you
Then.
guys explain to me?
It is.
Uh-huh.
You gotta use deep L for Japanese. That one gets better. Nihongo ga hanashimasu. Skoshi. See, I can read Japanese. That's right, Steven.
I wonder if anybody's ever done this, but what would happen if you were to translate an English sentence to Japanese, but then you put that translated Japanese through the same translator for English? I wonder if you'd get the same result or if you'd get something completely different.
You will get something completely different for sure.
Depends.
I tried it. I tried it on Google.
Yeah, sometimes you get similar things. It's usually slightly different, at least. But sometimes you do get things that are just really nonsensical, Watashi no. All right, Steven, you're already messing up here. Your Japanese is bad here, man. You don't say watashi.
Watashi?
Maybe you do here. Watashi. He's saying I. Watashi no. Oh man, I don't like reading katakana. Hoba, hura.
Omae wa.
Shindeyu?
You have the kanji I can't read here. You've lost me. Nani.
So wait, is he mixing hiragana, katakana, and kanji together in the same sentence?
That's how Japanese works. So yes.
Oh, really? I thought you had to choose one of the three.
No. No, Japanese. You use all three of the alphabets, and in fact, you can spell literally every single word in either kanji or katakana if you want to, because those ones are just a phonetic alphabet. Okay. Well, there's technically not an alphabet; they're a syllabary, but the hiragana is considered it's the default, it's the main one. But you can write everything in hiragana, and a lot of books for children are written all in hiragana because they can't read kanji. And then a lot of beginner stuff is written in hiragana.
Yeah.
The problem is that Japanese is really difficult to read whenever it's just hiragana for two reasons. The first is that there's no spaces in Japanese. They don't use spaces. And the second reason is that there are a lot of words that are just straight up, they're the same words. They're spelled exactly the same in hiragana. So you don't know, so it's very hard to know which word is actually being said here. A good example of that is hashi and hashi. They're both spelled exactly the same in hiragana, but one means bridge and the other means chopsticks. And if you're using hiragana, you have to
Wait, what?
One's chopsticks.
Some bridge.
So you can eat ramen noodles with a bridge.
If that's how you read the sentence, you can usually figure out what it is, which one it is based on context. It's a little bit harder to read.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess English has that too, like with there and there and there. Like when you say it, but if you write it, it's different.
All right, in my mind, those words are all pronounced differently. But yeah, although also
Really?
yes, in my mind, they're all pronounced slightly differently. I don't think that
I just say there.
Yeah, I say there. Well, how do you
Look,
pronounce?
I'm not. Look. I'm pretty sure they all come out sounding exactly the same to everybody, but in my head, they are pronounced differently. There, and there. See, they all sound the same. Look, I understand they all sound the same, but in my head, they sound different.
I mean, they are and they're.
There.
You either put
There.
E or A.
There.
Short E or short
There.
A.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
But in Japanese, though, a lot of words are spelled exactly the same, and the pronunciation is mostly identical, except for the fact that they have a thing called pitch accent. Although half the time, words that are spelled the same end up having the same pitch accent, anyways. So you can't use that to distinguish words in the spoken language. Sometimes you can. Oftentimes you can. Like bridge and chopsticks. They have different pitch accents, so in spoken you can distinguish them. Although apparently a lot of people who learn Japanese as a second language, they can't pick up on pitch accent, so they can't use that to distinguish words. I was really confused by that because I didn't know what the heck people were talking about whenever they're talking about pitch accent, until I realized that I actually could pick up on pitch accent. So I was like, oh, okay. I thought people were talking about some really complicated thing, but they weren't.
Man, like this entire, I'm actually glad that you mentioned that, because this entire time I seriously thought that the Japanese learned the language in like stages. I thought that was the purpose of hiragana, katakana, and kanji, but now I know. So
no, it's. I mean, they will they learn to write like in stages, but it's not like you don't write you don't you just use one of the alphabets. You use all of them at the same time. The usual kanji and hiragana. So kanji is used for. They use it for words that come from China, because kanji comes from China. So they have a lot of loan words from China. Those are spelled with kanji. A lot of verbs are spelled with kanji, and a lot of Japanese words are also spelled with kanji. And then they also use hiragana for a lot of just normal Japanese words and what are called particles. It's actually impossible to write Japanese with. Well, I guess it's not impossible to write Japanese with just kanji, because but it's not actually done in modern times. So it's going to be weird. You're pretty much never going to see, but you're almost never going to see Japanese with just kanji. You pretty much are always going to use. They're pretty much always going to use hiragana in like some sentences, because it does like these like little particle things. Or like particles are basically like grammatical things that give you like information about like a word. Like it'll tell you like if it's a verb or if it's like plural or if it's past tense or whatever. It gives information like that. That's what particles do. And those are written with hiragana. Katakana it's used for loan words a lot of the time, and so like Japanese uses a lot of English words. Like they just have straight up a lot of just English loan words in it, and those are all spelled with katakana.
Okay. Huh.
But in Japanese writing, like in manga or like just books or any sort of fictional writing or whatever, it's actually pretty interesting because they can use the different alphabets to get creative. Like there's this one manga that I read called Yotsubato. That was like supposed to be a nice beginner manga, although it's actually it's probably not quite the best beginner manga because it's got super casual like speech in it, so it's like kind of hard to understand at first because most of the time you don't like, it's really casual stuff. It's not even like standard stuff, it's just casual stuff. And normally you're probably going to either learn the standard forms or the polite forms. Oftentimes people learn the polite forms first, which may or may not be the best way to learn things first, but whatever. Point is, Yotsubatsu doesn't have that. It's very casual. But what's interesting about it is the main character, she's like an 8-year-old, and her speech her speech bubbles, all of the text in them is written with hiragana, and so it gives her like it gives like a different like it gives more character to like the writing of like and how like these characters are talking, because she's like this little kid, so like she doesn't have kanji in any of her speech bubbles. Although actually at the beginning of the manga she did have some kanji, but later on like they stopped having that. So, but it's just interesting because then you get they can play with like the writing, like the character, like the personality of like the writing. Basically, they can show that through the writing, like which alphabet is used.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. I did not know that about Yatsuba.
Yotsubato.
Yosubato? Oh.
Yotsubato, yes.
Okay. This whole time I was just saying Yatsuba. Oh my god.
It's interesting to see. And then the other characters also have like they're not as like distinct as just using hiragana, but like there's another character and she does use the kanji, but she uses kanji less than like other characters. And it's just interesting to see how that's done with different like how you can do that with Japanese, because you can't do that with English. We just have one alphabet to work with. Yeah, another thing too is because of different alphabets. There's this other manga that I recently read, and this character she calls two different characters older brother, and one of them is written with hiragana, and the other one's written with the kanji for it. And so you always know which one's being talked about because it's still the same word, but the one character is the hiragana big brother, and the other one is the kanji big brother. So that's another cool thing that they can do with it. It's really interesting to see how that works with Japanese.
Oh God, I'm almost done with the hammer.
We've been going for 2 hours. Are you sure you can? Are you sure you can make this?
I can do it.
Well, actually, you still got the you still have the shaft of the hammer to work on too.
Yep.
So.
Yep. He's still not even done with the first with the hammer bit.
Nope.
Yeah, and you still got the booster too.
Yep.
The booster will be easy, right? Let's.
You jinxed yourself,
You
man.
probably will, because you're mostly just going to need to move it to the left, and then you'll have to. I think it's the how many frames done? There is 0 frames done, Steven. 0 frames.
I'm
still working
my
on
best.
Yeah. See, everyone's like, "Oh, Coral streams. They're like 17 hours long." Yeah. Why do you think they're that long?